What is up YouTube? Welcome to Tonus Gaming Channel. Today I'm going to be doing a City Skylines walkthrough. I'm going to be helping you some tips and tricks on how to start your city and how not to go bankrupt basically. I've opened the game right now, so let's just take a look. Yeah, so you have a continue game here, new game, load game. I've got a bunch of games here. You can see a bunch of these. This one's my latest one that I've been playing with. This one is the one before that, and I think this one should be the biggest one I've ever made. I'll show you. Actually, I can show you that right now. This one I had an infinite money on this one, but like as you can see on this one, I have my own money, which I've been doing myself. You can see that there is 6 mods active. That's not anything to do with money. Same with this one. I can show you my mods right here. Now, was it on here? Yeah. I've opened the 25 um, areas purchasable. Now, what you have on yours is probably, I think it was 9. 25 makes it so much better. You have so much more space to do. I got a landscape tools. Infinite demand, I don't use it. Like I said, I didn't use it on my last two ones. Pollution, this is something that is really important. Um, and I'll come to that while we're actually playing the game. And sewage treatment, I only have an extra one to actually, what do you call it, like fix the problem that I have with it. So let's start a new game. So right here you have all these things. When you start the game, you'll have these ones here, these ones that have no weird sign next to it. So from Blackwoods down to Two Rivers, this is what you will have in your game when you load it up first, and you'll have these signs. So you have an oil resource, which is like half nearly. You got some ore resources for mines, farmland, forestry, and water, which is quite important for your city. So if you come to here, like these, this is what I've bought. I haven't bought these yet. So I bought these, and when you come to like say a desert valley, look, it has low water resource. So let's just start off with something that you guys will have. So I think I'm just gonna start off with maybe this Diamond Coast, and we can just name it YouTube for now, and maybe we can actually start into a series. So I'll call it YouTube 1. And we're not going to do left-hand traffic because I'm not a freak. And there's a custom map thing. I guess you have to download a mod for that. You can see here we've got a highway connection, a railway connection, a ship connection, and what's this? Plane connections, of course, plane connections. So some of them don't have ship connections. Just keep that in your mind. When you're starting a world, make sure there's a ship connection if you want to make like cargo harbors or normal cruise harbors for that. Alright, now that I said I have these mods, I've achieved this thing here. You'll have different stuff, of course. So you're gonna have this right here where it tells you what to do. So I'm not gonna need that, but I'm gonna just turn the music down just a little bit. Main volume down to 12 because it's just annoying my head. So we've got the piece of land right here. When you come out, you just see this, and actually, is this my first ever world that I played in? No, it's not. Okay, I thought this was my first ever map I played on, but no. So yeah, anyway, you just open it like this, and you can just um, buy these. So look, 2.5, 4.5, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's just show this to you. So when you press on this, it shows you natural resources, and it shows you, look right here, this part has nothing much in it, and let's just go closer to it. So click on that again, and look, here we have this forestry mixed with some oil, and here you have some more forestry and some farmland here. So I downloaded this mod. I could leave the links in the description for these mods, or you can just find them on Steam Workshop, where look, you can just take this, take your brush size, make it a bit bigger like this. Let's say we click oil, and I just click it here, and I've got a huge oil patch where I can just make a industry right there. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, so here's another tip. Because I downloaded these other maps, I get to start with $715,000, let's say, in my bank. Normally you're gonna start with 70,000 or something like that. So I've got like I think this is like 10 times, is it? Yeah, 10 times more money than you. So we've got the demands right here as well. For new beginners, I'm just telling you this. High demand for residential, then you have commercial, then you have industrial as well. They will go up when you have demand. So we have our highway entrance here, and the highway goes on to there and off to there. So let's just start with this, which is a dirt road. Right now, I could actually start with these asphalt roads, but because we're doing a 70,000 limit budget, you guys have 70,000 budget, but I have 715. I could easily do these roads right here, these concrete roads or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I'm gonna just do this, and then from here, I think I'll just pull it down. We need to have separate places for industry, commercial, and residential, and the reason for that is quite simple, really. So this will be our residential zones right here. Why is my camera glitching like that? I don't know. Alright, so this is our design. Right here will be our residential zone, so we can just come here. And realistically, you should start, if you're playing on normal mode, you won't have every single one of these open. You'll have low residential, low density commercial zone, and you'll have industry. You won't have office, high density commercial zone, or this high density residential zone. So I will start the same as you guys, and I'll use the low density one right here, and we'll add our first zone here, you can see, and then we will have our industrial here and our low density commercial zone right here. I'm not going to use any cheats right now, just so we're on the same page. And first of all, let's get our electric, and you're going to start off with a coal one because that's the cheapest and most, I can't say efficient, but best one to really use. And we'll pull our electric cables right up to here because this is where our house will be. Now for water, you're going to choose a water pumping station and just place it here somewhere. That's no problem. We're going to bring electric here. So here I have a sewage treatment plant, which is what I use. It doesn't leave any wastewater, which is amazing because when you use this one or when you use this one, it just ruins it. It makes it all brown water. And if you don't like the way it looks, you just get this one in a mod. But like I said, I'm starting like you guys, so I'll just add it here, somewhere far away from our water pump itself. So we'll bring the water pipes up to here. This is going to cost a bit, but nothing really can do. So we'll just bring it under the road, just up to here for now, so we don't waste any more money. And for the electric, we can just bring it down to here and just place it in like that. Alright. Okay, for now we're done. We don't need anything else. And we can actually just start the game and watch the residents come into the city. We can actually speed it up from down here, or you can just press 2, 3 to actually speed it up. And as you can see, we've got our first house. Now, the more you go on, the more services you give to your residents, you actually get, well, the actually buildings get level up. So you can see there's, no level up info available. You put parks, police officers, hospitals, all of that. Your residents' houses get leveled up. Basically, the house looks better and stuff. But if you click historical building, if you click on that, the building doesn't change. So let's see the building come out. This is our first building, and as you can see, it looks like a really cool house actually. Now if we click these historical buildings, they will not change throughout the whole game. So this whole block will be a historical building, and they will not change. You can't change them. They'll stay like this forever. Okay, so as you can see here, we're getting a commercial demand, so we can just get this. Now, by these ones down here help you zone places. You can just choose this and do it like that, or you can get this, and look, as you can see, I'm just painting over wherever I want, and that's pretty much it. So right now I'm just going to choose this and just add it on like this. Make some buildings right there because we've got our water right there as well, and electric is just close to there as well. So pretty soon we'll be getting a industrial demand as well. Let's continue on with some more zoning. Now in the beginning you can see I'm on a income minus income, so you can go on to budgets here and lower the budget. See, you've got like $700 going straight up to electric, so we can drop it down to 70% just to save some money, and then we can come up to the water and drop it to 70% too, and we'll see if we have enough water or not. Here you have taxes where you can increase your tax. It's up to you. Usually the higher ones, which is this right side, can take up to tax around 12%, I think it was. These ones start complaining at 10%. So I always increase this side when I have a good enough population to increase my weekly income. So let's see, we were at, yeah, see, you can see it dropping drastically right now. Not drastically, but slowly. Electric is still at high, so we can actually go on there and actually drop the budget to 50%, I think, because we don't need that much electric or water. So let's drop it and just watch our weekly income maybe go to a positive. I don't think it'll get to a positive yet, but still. Alright, now we've got this industrial demand coming, and we can start our industrial zone right about here. So I'm going to start it just this huge block right here. Uh, but just to teach you, I will show you how to do all the rest of these industrial zones. So we have a normal industrial zone, we have the oil, the mining, and the farmland and forestry. So right here we have the forests, and I'll show you how easy it is just to do it. So right now I'm just gonna go into this button right here which shows districts. I've chosen the biggest one, and I'm just gonna go like this, and then I click on the right side of here to industrial specializations, and I choose forest. There's forest, farm, or industry, or just normal generic industry, which is already this one, so you don't have to click it. And you just click it. See, you can see there's a little tree sign come up there. Now all you have to do is bring a road up just into here and bring the water up here as well. And I'm just going to show you now when we can just do this like this. Alright, and we can just bring some electric up here as well from here. There's going to be different buildings, so there's going to be a tree farm here, which you'll see in a minute. So let's just start the game and see our normal buildings coming out. Ready to wear, limited, goods unlimited, ice cube factory, and now you can see our first ever forestry industry building, whatever you want to call this. It's a forest. A wood is wood, basically. He just farms trees. So I will have a bunch of trees here. So that's how you do different types of industries. I didn't know how to do it in the beginning. I just zoned it and expected the houses to turn into farm houses or something like that. I was really bad at this game in the beginning, but really, I think I'm good now, but not as good as people I see on YouTube. But yeah, because I'm not so good, I think I can connect with you guys more and teach you a bit better than maybe people that are so much on a higher level. So yeah, we've got our demand for residential increasing again. We can add some more houses just here. Yeah, so the reason I use these mods for pollution, now let me go on to my mods right here. Where do I go onto that from? Options. See, I've got pollution remover, and extra landscaping. That's all I'm using right now. But the reason I use pollution is I don't use the clean ground, clean water, like Silent City. They're all open. I have pollution like that. The only thing I've changed is death, garbage, and crime, and that's the reason for that is at a certain point in your city, death garbage and crime will be such a problem, even if you have 100 garbage collection, 100 police stations, 100 incarcerations, or um, what you call it, graveyards. You will still have the problem of collecting dead people, garbage, or criminals. It will just become a problem. Your services won't be enough, and that's not a reason because of you. It's a reason because of the game. So I think getting this pollution remover mod is really important because in the time when I was starting, I had so much problem with garbage, so much problem with death, and when I solved that, I started to get a problem with crime. So getting the mod is the best because it'll just block you from getting to a point where your city is really nice. I had 200,000 population. I dropped to 100,000 just because garbage was piling up, which caused pollution, which caused death, and the overwhelming of death caused people to leave the city. So I had 100,000 people leave the city, and when I would get back up to 200,000, it would drop down another 30,000. So I would get to 200,000 and then get back. So it's like a limiter, really. It would just ruin the whole vibe. Basically, it would ruin my whole game. So yeah, yeah. Let's just continue. We can add some more water here. I'm just gonna continue until I get a positive one, which is looking towards. I'm gonna get a positive one, I think. We're at 10. All right, $2. Yep, 13, 23, and we've got 200 people living in the city right now. That's amazing. So yeah, that's basically the tutorial. Right now, I don't really have anything else to do, but I'll show you. Now we've got a positive. You got your um, fire stations here. You won't have these two here. You'll have this one right here or this one. It's not important. The bigger ones serve a bigger area. Let me just show you, as you can see. Now, this green sign you can see, don't think about it like where the fire engines will go or where it will serve. It will serve everywhere it can go. This just means where people will be happy. So let me just tell you, look, right now, if I click it here, you can see there's a green right about here. So if I just place it here, you can see they get happy. So if the road is green, they will be happy from the service, and like I said, their building will level up, basically nothing else. So you got your stuff here as well, childcare, elder care, hospitals, and this is the death care, basically a crematorium and a cemetery. Like I said, if you download the mod, you don't need it, and in my opinion, definitely you should download it, and you should definitely download the garbage mod as well, because it's just going to ruin everything, like I said. And there's a police station as well. If you download the mod, you will enable that as well, so it won't be a problem. Now coming to schools and stuff, right now we don't have many eligible for preschool, I mean elementary or high school or university or public library. We don't need none of that right now. The more I think when you get to like 1,000, maybe 2,000 population, that's when you should actually start doing schools. And let's come to parks and plazas. This is again something your residents will be happy about. Will help them level up, and they will be more. Um, they will pay more tax. You know, they'll be more happy to pay tax basically if you have that. And let's come to transportation. This is really important because if you do a stupid design, uh, it will cause traffic. Too many buses on one road will cause traffic, so make sure to have, like, let's say this side will have its own own bus line, and it will connect in the middle, and the industrial and commercial the line will have a different thing. So I'll just show you really simply how to do it. So we'll have this. Now let me just show you, let me just do something like this so it helps us out. Okay, so yeah, coming to the bus line, this is how I will show you the simplest way. So we'll come here and come down here. I'm not going to go into every single street because Sims actually walk a really long way, so we don't need a lot of stations, bus stops. So we can have one here, one in the middle, and one right here, and it will connect back down just like this, and we will finish our line just like this. We can come on to the lines overview and change its color so we know every single line. You can choose different buses. I usually choose the 80 because it doesn't, you don't lose money from it, and it actually helps you because uh, if you have a lower capacity bus, you're gonna have a bunch of people waiting, and your main goal in bus lines is saving as much as car trips as possible, because the more car trips you have, the more traffic you're gonna have. So yeah, so let's come over here and start our second bus line. We can come over here to the forest industrial zone and then come back here, and then it will come down right about here, and it will just turn around from this little pocket I made here on purpose, and then it will come back and connect right to here, and then you can just add a different color and get an articulated bus with 80 capacity. So yeah, basically you have, maybe you've got the idea of it. I will add another video maybe about it because you might find it useful. So yeah, you're gonna have one connected, because if you have it go all the way over there, it will get too many people on it, and you know, it won't be enough basically. So yeah, having it connected like this is so much better. So we're gonna see the buses. Look, here we've got bus line 2 coming out already, and as you can see, they're going. We won't have so many buses. They'll go around like this. Right now we have 200 people living, so we won't have like lots of people getting on the buses, so it's not that important, like I said. And right now, because of that, we have a negative balance, and that is because, as you can see right here, there is an upkeep of $720 per week. Don't forget that every building has an upkeep. Look, 560, 280 for that, and of course the water and stuff has the same. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll continue this world. I'll grow it a bit more, and on the way I will take some more videos on showing you how to do maybe metro lines, highways, and all of that. So yeah, that's it for this guideline, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.